It's ready to get started here. All right. I am ready to go when y'all are.
Okay, wonderful. Hi, everybody. This is Caitlin Miller, your teen librarian from Hewitt Public Library, and this is Tracy, our programming planner. We're so excited to be hosting these virtual performances for y'all every week, and we are very, very excited to be announcing this week's guest, who is Lucas Miller, the singing zoologist.
Hello, hello. It's so good to be here.
We're excited to have you.
Well, I will. You want me to go ahead and get started right now?
Go for it.
All right, let's get going. My name is Lucas Miller, and I live here in Austin, Texas, not too far from y'all. And I'm so happy to be joining your summer reading program, which is called Tales and Tales. Tales like an alligator has, and tales like the library's got lots of stories, that kind of tale too. So we're going to be doing some songs and some stories about animals. We're going to have lots of fun, and we're going to learn a bunch along the way. So let me go ahead and get it rolling here. We're going to start off with a story about the state insect of Texas. Is it a mosquito? No. Is it a cockroach? No. It is the monarch butterfly. Yeah, the monarch butterfly is the state insect of Texas. Let me bring up a nice picture of one. There we go. They are lovely. People see them and go, "Ah, they're so pretty." They're pretty. And they are pretty amazing. You might see a monarch in your garden, or maybe in the butterfly garden that's in your town at the library. They'll be fluttering around looking for some flowers with some sweet juicy stuff in there. The juicy stuff that they're looking for is called nectar. It's sort of like flower juice. And when a butterfly finds a flower with some sweet juicy nectar, she's gonna flutter down and slurp it right up. Deliciosa. And when she's got a belly full of nectar, then she will look for a plant called a milkweed plant. A milkweed plant, there we go. Doesn't look that special to us, but they're very special to them. These are the only plants where this kind of butterfly will lay its eggs. Exactly. So they find a milkweed plant and leave an egg on a leaf like this butterfly's doing right there. And then she flies off and leaves it behind. And usually it's underneath the leaf. So if you look underneath some milkweed leaves, you might spot these tiny little white eggs, and they might be monarch butterfly eggs. Now, from a butterfly's egg comes somebody who doesn't look like a butterfly. It'll turn into a butterfly, but it starts off looking like that. It's called a caterpillar. Yeah, a monarch caterpillar comes out, they eat that shell. That's the first thing that they do, and then they start munching on these leaves. Okay? Now, they see those milkweed leaves all around them, and they say, give me some of that stuff. They think they taste great. But if you took a taste of a milkweed leaf, patooey blah, they taste terrible to us. There's actually a poison in these leaves. It's not real dangerous unless you eat a whole bunch, but it will make you sick. If you swallow a couple of them, you'll be going, uh-oh, I don't feel so good. So we do not eat milkweed leaves. And most animals don't want to eat milkweed leaves, but these caterpillars, they eat those milkweed leaves. That poison doesn't bother them. They can stuff themselves full of those yucky tasting milkweed leaves, and pretty soon they taste yucky too. And it's good to taste yucky. Yeah, it is, because then nobody wants to have you for dinner. Yeah, I don't want to get eaten by anybody, do you? No, I don't want to be delicious. I'd rather be disgusting. Yeah, and then if a bird tries to eat a monarch caterpillar, patooey, they say, I'll never eat one of those again. So they don't get eaten, and by many creatures at least. And pretty soon, they have gotten bigger. Hang on, I gotta make an adjustment there. There we go. And bigger. And when they're great big caterpillars, they go under a leaf and curl up kind of like a jay. And if you keep your eyes right down there at the bottom, watch what happens. They push through. This old body goes up to the top, kind of like a big long sock that they're rolling off, and then they shake it off and it falls down to the ground below. Looks kind of like a jalapeno pepper, right? Yeah. Or maybe a pickle. This is called a chrysalis. Yeah, a chrysalis is different than a cocoon. Let me show you a cocoon. Let's see if I can get that going here. There we go. Oh, maybe not. There was what I wanted. Okay, sorry. Here is a cocoon. All right, this silky stuff that's around this guy inside. This is called a cocoon. And a moth does usually come from a cocoon, but I have not been able to talk to any bug scientist that can tell me one butterfly that comes from a cocoon. They don't. They come from a chrysalis. Yeah. Now a chrysalis, this is this sort of shell. It doesn't have that silky stuff around the outside. Now if you look really close, right here, you can see the edge of the wing, and you can even see those dark stripes that'll be on the wing too, those veins on the wing. Oh, look at this. It's gold. Shines just like gold right there. Now, they're in here for about 12 days or so. Maybe a little less, maybe a little more. It happens faster when it's hot like it is right now. And when they're about to come out, a day or two before they come out, it'll change from green to clear. All right, and now you can see that wing showing through a lot better. It's still not a butterfly because it can't fly, right? Right. This is still a chrysalis, but when it looks like this, pretty soon it's going to start wiggling. And he's going to start stretching. Whoa. And he's going to be pushing. Wow. And he's going to bust out of that chrysalis like this. Check it out. Not everybody gets to see this. Now, it's sped up a lot. This is happening a lot faster than real life. We're going to see the whole thing happen in about 30 seconds. And in real life, it takes about 30 minutes. We'll watch it one more time. Now, this time I want you to think about, watch carefully and tell me if it eats the chrysalis. It comes out. It's holding on to the chrysalis up there. Looks kind of like it's chewing. But do you see its mouth touching the chrysalis? Mm-mm. Is the chrysalis going away like it's going down its belly? No. They don't eat the chrysalis. Look, it's still holding on to it. Their mouth part is like a straw, and it's good for sipping up that nectar stuff I talked about, but they can't chew on anything. So they have to leave this chrysalis behind. Remember, the caterpillar ate that eggshell, but the butterfly does not eat this leftover chrysalis. It's pretty cool to see that, right? What it's really doing is pumping those wings up. Let's watch it one more time. And watch how the wings are kind of crumpled up and small at first, and the tail part back there is very thick. There's lots of fluid in there that it starts pumping into the wings, and that makes the wings get bigger and that tail part back there gets skinnier. You can't see it because it's hidden under the wings, but you know that a butterfly's usually got a skinny abdomen or tail section. Now, when you start with one kind of body, like a caterpillar, and then you've got a totally different kind of body, like a butterfly, with new body parts like wings or something, that's called a metamorphosis. metamorphosis. Let me hear that word. Metamorphosis. You got it. And there's a lot of creatures that go through a metamorphosis. We don't. When you're born, you've got your legs, you've got your arms. I didn't grow a set of wings when I grew up. I wanted to, but it didn't happen. We've got the same body plan. 2 legs, 2 arms, 1 head. And when we get older, we've still got the same body plan. But some creatures get a different body plan when they get older. And that's what we call a metamorphosis. Let's do a song about another creature who goes through a metamorphosis. Is this guy right there? Metamorphosis. A metamorphosis. I'm gonna be more than this. Wait and see. Looks like a fish. Metamorphosis. A metamorphosis. He's not a fish. I'm gonna transform from this tadpole to a frog. That's right. Alright, gather round the pond, little tadpoles, and I'll sing you a song of metamorphosis. Once upon a wetland, I was stuck inside an egg and there wasn't very much to see. So I wiggled and I broke free. I kinda looking like a fishy, with my tail going swishy. I got gills on my neck, I got no legs yet, but just you wait and you will see a metamorphosis. A metamorphosis. Well, I'm gonna be more than this. Just wait and see. Alright, help me sing. Metamorphosis, yeah. A metamorphosis. Well, I'm gonna transform from this tadpole into a frog. That's right. Now the days go by, and pretty soon you'll see things beginning to change. Everybody look at me, more like a frog I'm beginning to be. Yeah, I'm kicking with my little back legs back there, growing lungs for breathing air. Does my tail look smaller to you? Tell me true. I'm a transformer, it is true. Soon front legs are gonna sprout, and my eyes will start bugging out. Will I always believe, and in sweet time, I know that I will achieve. Alright, metamorphosis, you got it. Metamorphosis, gonna be more than this. Just you wait and see. Alright, help me sing. Metamorphosis, yeah. Metamorphosis. Well, I'm gonna transform from this tadpole into a frog. That's right. Now, the tail gets shorter and shorter and shorter, and the tongue gets longer and longer and longer. And when that tail is all gone, you got a cute little green frog, which becomes a great big green frog. Coming soon to a lily pad near you. A great big frog is so brand new, and I'll be hopping on the riverside, and I'll be hunting for a dragonfly. Whoops. Let me try. See if I start that. Ah! Hang on. I can fix that. There we go. Sing a song in the sun for this new life I've begun. So just you wait, 'cause I guarantee metamorphosis, boing, metamorphosis, boing, gonna be more than this. Just wait and see, boing, boing, metamorphosis, hello, metamorphosis, nice to meet ya. Gonna transform from this tadpole into a frog. One more time, gonna transform from this tadpole into a frog. Alright, put your hands together for the tadpoles out there. There'll be frogs one day soon. Hello, thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, let's go ahead and keep it rolling and go back to the Monarch. Now, we started off with a caterpillar, and from the caterpillar, we got a chrysalis. chrysalis, yeah, not a cocoon. And from the chrysalis, about 12 days later, out comes a brand new butterfly. Every butterfly does that. But the monarch butterfly does something very special that most butterflies don't do. Most of them who complete their metamorphosis do that in the summer months. They spend the summer up here in the northern states. It's a little cooler up there in the summertime. They like that cooler weather. And when it starts to get too cool in the fall, they have to migrate or make a trip. They can come from as far away as Maine or even northeastern Canada and go all the way down to that part of Mexico. Yeah, they will make this journey, and it brings them right through Texas, mostly in October. So when you're picking out your Halloween costume, you might want to look for monarch butterflies because they will be flying through on their way south. They get down there right after Halloween, and look at all those butterflies. Have you ever seen so many butterflies? Look at all of these butterflies. Check that out. There's so many butterflies, you can actually hear them, their wings flapping. And look at all of... having some technical issues this morning. Look at all of... there we go, those butterflies. Wouldn't you love to walk down that trail with butterflies flying all around? They might land on your head. They might land on your nose. They might land on your ears. I don't know. They will be down there all through the winter. Usually there are tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions, of monarch butterflies that spend the winter down in Mexico. They come back again in the spring. So when the bluebonnets are blooming, the monarchs are returning. And if you keep your eyes open, you might see them land on a flower and lay some, or land on a milkweed plant and lay some eggs. And from their eggs will come some very hungry caterpillars, which will eat and grow until they are ready to become a chrysalis, and from the chrysalis comes the brand new butterfly, the adult form. And the adult butterflies are the ones that lay the next eggs, and it starts again. From the eggs you get more caterpillars. Caterpillars become chrysalids, is the plural, and from the chrysalids come brand new butterflies, which lay more eggs. It goes around and around and around, just about forever, hopefully, and that is called a life cycle. The way things grow up is their life cycle, and we did a song about the life cycle of a frog, and now it is time for a song about the life cycle of a monarch butterfly. And in this song, I would like you to help me. Whoops, not yet. Just hang on just a second. It starts like this. Turn on my guitar a bit. There we go. Before it gets cold. And when I sing that, I would like you to go. Brrr. It's not very cold outside, but use your imagination. Here we go. Before it gets cold. Brrr. And it starts to snow. When I sing that, you go, snow, snow, snow. Let's hear that. Snow, snow, snow. Well, I'm gonna go down to Mexico. Now here's a part for you to sing with me. It goes like this. Well, I'm gonna fly, fly, fly. Fly, fly, fly. Fly, fly, fly down to Mexico. Let's try it together. Well, I'm gonna fly, fly, fly. You can flap your wings. Fly, fly, fly. I'm gonna fly, fly, fly down to Mexico. You got it. Here comes my part. I'm going to make myself look a little smaller on the screen so you can see these nice pictures I'm about to show you. And it goes like this. Well, I used to be a caterpillar, just a little bitty caterpillar, chewing on a milkweed stem. Yeah, you know I couldn't fly back then, but I began a metamorphosis. Yeah, I wrapped myself inside my chrysalis. I grew and I changed inside. I turned into a monarch butterfly before it gets cold. And it starts to snow, 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 snow. Well, I'm gonna go down to Mexico. All right, get ready to flap your wings. I'm gonna fly, 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 fly down to Mexico. I turned into a butterfly. Late this summertime, I spent those nice warm days way up in the North United States, just sticking out my long, long tongue. Have you ever seen a butterfly tongue? You see that curly thing up there? That is not a tongue. It's actually called a proboscis, but it looks like a frog tongue, right? And when they land on a flower, it will uncurl and reach down that flower like a big long straw, so they can sip the nectar in the sun. But the winter is on the way. It's gonna get too cold to play. Here we go. So before it gets cold, and it starts to snow, 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 well, I'm gonna go, yes, I'm gonna go down to Mexico. Here we go. Well, I'm gonna fly, 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 fly down to Mexico. Put your hands together for the monarch butterfly, the state insect of Texas. Let me take a moment here and see if there are any questions about monarch butterflies or frogs. We've talked about them so far. We're going to move on and talk about somebody else in just a second. But let me see if there's any comments. I'm not seeing any. Somebody says they have no video. I hope that has been fixed. All right, so I don't see any questions up there. I don't hear any questions. I can't see. Oh, there we go. I'll give it another second here. In just a moment, we're going to be learning about a couple of wildcats. So let's see if there's a question. I think we're good. We're going to start with a song about the fastest runner on planet Earth. Somebody said it was their favorite animal, so I want to make sure I play this song. It is called the Cheetah. Yeah, the cheetah is the world's fastest runner. They're known to go 60, maybe 70 miles per hour, and perhaps even a little faster than that. Let's see. I still don't see any questions. Good. Now, they are fast so that they can catch fast-moving animals like gazelles and zebras and stuff like that. So they use speed to chase their prey down. And if they catch them within the first 30 seconds or so, they're good. But they can't run a long time, so they get tired out pretty fast. They're sprinters. Now, cheetahs have lots of adaptations to help them go fast. Let me see here. There we go. Adaptations. This is a word for special features or modifications that help animals survive in some way. I bet some people out there know a few of the things that make cheetahs faster than other wildcats. For one, they've got some crazy long legs. When you see a cheetah, they're much taller than other cats their size because their legs are so long. Now, the longer your legs, the more ground you're going to cover with every stride. And they can cover up to 21 feet in a single stride. Now, when you're walking, you're probably covering about a foot or maybe 2 feet in a stride. But a cheetah can cover 21 feet. That's about as long as it's about as long as one of those smaller school buses. A regular school bus is about 30 feet. Now, they've also got a slinky, stretchy spine. Their spine stretches out this way. Your spine can go like that, and your spine can go like this, but their spine can go like that. And again, that makes their stride longer, okay? They've also got some rocket launcher legs. The power, the engine on a cheetah comes from the muscles in the back legs here. All right, they're very, very powerful. So they launch off with these back legs and push their body forward like that. So the power really comes from these back leg muscles, all right? They also have an aerodynamic body. So they're shaped like a rocket. The nose is kind of pointy. The ears are small. They keep the legs tucked underneath them like this, and then they reach forward to keep their body shaped like a missile. A cheetah is in the air when it's going top speed more than it's touching the ground. So it is important to be aerodynamic. They're also svelte and light. Svelte means skinny. It's a fancy word. And these skinny, light cats go faster because if you're big and heavy, it's hard to get going fast quickly. So it's like when the light goes from red to green, they peel out and off they go. They're going 60 miles per hour in 30 seconds. A garbage truck has got a great big engine, but it's heavy and it doesn't accelerate as fast. It takes a lot longer to get it to go to 60 miles per hour because of how heavy it is. Now they've also got a flippy floppy tail. The tail isn't so much for balance. The tail is for steering. So it flips to one side and the other as that animal zigs and zags, and it helps the cheetah stay right behind that animal like a heat-seeking missile. It's amazing. If you look up cheetah chasing something on YouTube, it will show you some amazing videos of how well they steer. They've got soccer cleat claws. Most cats have scratching claws, right? But cheetahs have claws that stick out all the time, at least a little bit, and they dig into the ground. So again, when they're zigging and zagging, these keep them from slipping. The real thing is they don't have a sheath like this. Most cats have a little sheath to help the claws stay sharp. They go back in there and they only bring them out when they need to scratch, okay? Or stretch. So cheetahs have lots of things to help them go fast, and now we're gonna do a little song about those things and a few more. This song is called I'm a Cheetah, and when I say I'm a cheetah, I want you to be a cheetah. You can move your arms up and down like that. You can stomp your feet up and down. You can zoom around the room as long as you can do that without bumping into somebody. And let's get it started right now. You'll know when it's time to be a cheetah. Now, cheetahs live in Africa, and there are some in Asia. That's right. Well, I sauntered through the Serengeti. I'm long and slinky like a piece of spaghetti. That's right. Gazelle grazing with his head down low. I'm sneaking closer, but he doesn't know. My legs are long, my body's sleek when I make my move. I'm like a lightning streak. Get ready, here we go. Get set, go! Woo! Well, I'm a cheetah, a super speeder. I can't be beater, yeah. Watch my feet, I'm a cheetah. I'm gonna eat a little zebra, 'cause I eat meat. I'm a cheetah. Well, I'm a cheetah, yeah, I'm a cheetah. Whew. Did you get tired? Yeah? Well, cheetahs can only go top speed about 30 seconds, then they're out of gas. I'm the star of your safari. Ooh. I accelerate better than a Ferrari. That's true! 0 to 60 in 3 seconds flat, so I can get the jump in a surprise attack. Yeah, I can turn on a dime with a flip on my tail. You can zig and zag, but I'm on your trail. Get ready, get set, here we go again. Go! Woo! Well, I'm a cheetah, a super speeder. I can't be beater, yeah. Watch my feet, I'm a cheetah. I'm gonna eat a little zebra, because I eat meat. I'm a cheetah, I'm a cheetah, I'm a cheetah. Now my heart and my lungs are a little larger. That's a cheetah turbocharger. Get the oxygen back to the legs. My leg muscles have got the power for going up to 70 miles per hour. My spine stretches for a longer stride. This speed racer, ready to take his prize. Get ready, get set, go! Woo! Well, I'm a cheetah, a super speeder. I can't be beater, yeah. Watch my feet, I'm a cheetah. Gonna eat a gazelle zebra, because I eat meat. Well, I shoot through the air like a spotted missile. Man, oh man, this cat can scissor. You got one more? Show me what you got. Here we go. I can't be beater, I'm a cheetah, a super speeder. I can't be beater. Well, watch my feet, I'm a cheetah. Gonna eat a gazelle zebra, because I eat meat. I'm a cheetah, I'm a cheetah, I'm a cheetah. Woo. I don't know about you, but I'm getting to be a tired cheetah. Yeah. Put your hands together for the cheetahs out there. Whoa! They like that one. All right, well, let's do another cat song. If you have questions, feel free to type them in the box whenever you have them, and I'll check in every once in a while. Oh, I'm glad you guys are having fun. Good, good, good. All right, let me keep it going. We're going to do one now about another wildcat that is from here in Texas. Now, we've got bobcats. That's the most common. You've probably got some bobcats not too far away, but don't worry. They don't want to have anything to do with you. They want to look for small animals to eat. And there's lots of them around. They come out at night. They slink around looking for rabbits and stuff like that, mice and rats. And then there are the cougars, or the mountain lions. Those are the big ones. Those are really scary. And they're mostly out in West Texas. Now, there is another wildcat found in Texas. Most people don't know that we have ocelots. The ocelot is a wildcat. I'm going to disappear for a second here. Let me fade away and show you an ocelot. So they are about twice as big as a house cat. They are very shy. You seldom see them. They're like bobcats. They're always slinking around, hiding back in the brush. So very rare to see one in the wild because of that, and because today they are an endangered species. We used to have a few thousand of them in Texas, and today there are only a few dozen, to be honest. There are about 75 to 100 ocelots left in Texas. Now, we used to hunt them for these beautiful fur skin coats that they have. We love this pattern. You might have a piece of clothing with this pattern on it. Now, don't worry. Today, we can make this pattern. We don't have to actually go hunting for animals so that we can have this pattern on our clothing. We can kind of print it like you print something on a piece of paper. And so we don't have, we are not hunting for ocelots anymore. But there's another spot of theirs that we are taking. It is not the spots on their coat. It is the spots where they live. I'm going to disappear again. Boop. Ocelots like to creep through the tangled branches like this. They don't hunt like cheetahs where they chase them over a long distance. They try to get real close, or maybe have the animal come close to them because they're so well hidden. And then they poof, pounce on them. So they need lots of good hiding places, and these forests provide lots of hiding places. But if we change their forest into a farm or a ranch, then the ocelot does not have many hiding places. All right, so these kinds of places are not good places for ocelots to live. And we've taken most of the forest, like 99% of the forests in South Texas they used to have been changed into farmland or neighborhoods or shopping centers. We need those places. But if we want to have ocelots, we've also got to think about what they need. And they can't live here. So they have a spot down in South Texas where these trees, they're not going to get cut down. They're going to leave this a forest. They're going to leave it a good habitat for ocelots and other animals that live in this kind of habitat or ecosystem. Okay? So there are still ocelots today because of this place. And this place is here because about 100 years ago, the man that owned this land, he was a rancher, he said, I want to save some space for the animals that I love. And he gave his land to become a wildlife refuge. And we have that man to thank for having a few ocelots left. And we've got a lot of people who are still working hard to help the ocelot come back. They're trying to figure out ways to give them more places to live and to help us share our environment with ocelots. And some of those people asked me if I would write a song. They knew I did all these animal songs, and they said, hey, will you do one about ocelots? And I said, sure, I'll do one about ocelots. It's called How Many Spots has an ocelot got? It's kind of a tongue twister. And it is not about how many spots do they have on their body. It is about how many spots do they have to live. And it goes like this. How many spots has an ocelot got? Has an ocelot got? A lot of ocelot spots. How many spots has an ocelot got? Maybe not as many as you thought. You got it. I'm an ocelot and I'm looking for my spots. Yes, I got a lot of those black polka dot, but there's another kind of spot that I need a lot to hunt and to raise my little tots. I'm an ocelot, who can I find his spots? All right, help me now. How many spots has an ocelot got? Has an ocelot got? A lot of ocelot spots. How many spots has an ocelot got? Maybe not as many as you thought. I'm proud of the tip of Texas where it's scrubby and it's hot. Yeah, that's the kind of spot that my own good mama sought, where she taught me to hunt in these thorny scrubby spots. I'm looking for my own Texas plot. Yeah, I will not share with any ocelot. Help me sing it now. How many spots has an ocelot got? Has an ocelot got? A lot of ocelot spots. How many spots has an ocelot got? Maybe not as many as you thought. Is this a good spot for an ocelot? Nah. Is this a good spot for an ocelot? Nah. Is this a good spot for an ocelot? Most definitely double not. He's a nice ocelot spot. He liked that a lot. Long ago in Texas there were lots of ocelots, but cattle, roads, and fences, yeah, you brought. Well, there's a battle being fought to save us ocelots. Come on, folks, don't let it be for naught. Won't you give this ocelot a lot of spots? One more time. How many spots has an ocelot got? Has an ocelot got a lot of ocelot spots? How many spots has an ocelot got? Maybe not as many, yeah, that barely any, but we can give them plenty of their spots. Here they are. Oh yeah, they love it, they love it. Look at this guy, he's like, oh yeah, that was pretty good. I can take that, that was all right. All right, yeah, it's been so much fun singing and hanging out with you guys. I think we got time for one more, but let me grab, let's see here. Okay, we're going to do one more song, and it is going to be, looking for a little doodad that is not around, about, there it is, my guitar pick. This is a song, let's see, what should I do? It's about animals. So in this song, it's called Animals Rock. And what I would like you to do is some dancing and singing with me and making some noise. It goes like this. Well, animals rock. When I say animals rock, I want you to bang your head like a rock and roller. Yeah, let's give it a try. Here we go. Well, animals rock. And animal roll. When I say animals roll, you go, yeah! Like a crazy rock and roller. Here we go. Animals roll. Yeah! Well, animals that climb up on your head and lose control. Blah! Let's try that. Animals that climb up on your head and lose control. Blah! Some animals are hip, and some animals hop. Hoppity hop. Well, animals that pop into the water with a belly flop. Splash! All right, now. Give it a try. Here we go. Bang your head. Well, animals rock and animals roll, yeah. Well, animals that climb up on your head and lose control, blah. Some animals are hip, and some animals hop, hoppity hop. Well, animals that plop into the water with a belly flop, splash. That's right. Some animals hiss. Can I hear you hissing? Some animals howl. Ow! Some animals buzz. Bzz. And some animals growl. Rawr. Some animals bellow. Blue. And some of them tweet. Tweet, tweet. Tweet, tweet. Some of them snort. And some of them peep, peep. But the dog got a way to help out. A place where they're roaming about. Now let me hear you shout. Woo! Get ready, bang your head. Here we go. Whale animals rockin' and animal roll, yeah. And animals that climb up on your head and lose control. Blah! Some animals are hip, and some animals hop, hoppity hop. Your animal that plop into the water with a belly flop. Splash. All right. Some of them slither. Let me see some slithering. Some flap their wings. Some of them wiggle. Some will give you a stink. Ah! Some wag their tails. Some of them play dead. Look, I'm dead. Some change their colors to green, purple, and red. I'm not going to be able to do that for you. But they all got a way to help out. A place where they're roaming about. Let me hear you shout. Woo! Here we go. Get ready. Well, animals rockin' and animals roll, yeah. Well, animals that climb up on your head and lose control. Blah! Some animals are hip. Some animals hop, hoppity hop. Well, animals that plop into the water with a belly. Plop into the water with a belly. Plop into the water with a belly flop. Splash. All right, that was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed the show today. If you have questions, type them in the box for me, all right? And I will answer your questions. If you got stories, if you got things you want to say, type them in the box, and I would love to see what you got to say. If you want to keep learning with me, I have got lots more stuff on my YouTube channel. So if you type in Singing Z right there, you'll find the Singing Zoologist. All right, my channel is called Science Up with the Singing Zoologist, and you can hear the ocelot song again. I got a song about wetlands. I can hear the metamorphosis tadpole song again. I took a Katy Perry song and turned it into a song about bugs. You will find lots of fun stuff here on my YouTube channel. There's lots and lots of videos there for you to enjoy, all about science, all about animals. I also have books and CDs on my website. Oop, well, that's not what I wanted to show you. Oh well. Whoop, bloop. Never mind. Nope. I have a website, singingzoologist.com. You can order CDs and books and t-shirts and all kinds of stuff, puppets. If you look me up on Spotify, you'll find me. I'm on Apple, iTunes, and all that stuff too. So if you want to keep learning and listening with me, feel free to look me up. I'd love to have you keep enjoying my songs. Let me keep an eye out for the questions over here. Let's see. I don't see any questions or anything else. Thank you all so much for being part of the show today, and I sure enjoyed it. I hope you did too.
Thank you, Lucas. We really enjoyed your performance today.
Thank you so much.
All right, so everybody, next Monday, we are having our Shadow Puppet Summer Kits. They will be available for pickup. So if you have registered, you should be getting an email this Friday with instructions for pickup. Tuesday, we are having Poppy and Branch from Trolls come to the library, and you can get your picture taken with them. So that's going to be Tuesday from 10 to noon. And Wednesday at 10 o'clock, we're going to be having a virtual puppet show with Matt Sandbanks. So we look forward to next week. It's going to be fun. We really appreciated Lucas Miller's performance today, and I hope you guys have a great rest of the week and keep reading for the summer challenge.
Bye-bye.
Bye.